Back for the fourth game of this NEYT Championship Football Sunday here presented to you on Sports Nation. I'm Mike Sermonti on play-by-play for the fourth game of this 13U matchup. It'll be the Cowboys versus the New England Brotherhood. We've had some eventful games in the first three, and now kickoff is underway, and Cowboys will receive a little bit of a bobble on the kick return, and finally able to make the grab inside the 35-yard line. So we've seen some crazy plays on the kickoffs, and this one able to be corralled at about the 36-yard line. So we'll see what the Cowboys decide to go with. We've seen a lot of rushing, but as we get older, we'd expect some more throwing plays. And now a big rush up the field. Good for an early Cowboys first down. This one able to get almost all the way down to that midfield line, but it will be spotted at the 49. This time a shotgun snap, and once again some trouble in the backfield from the Cowboys QB, and it'll be brought down about 5 yards back. So we'll do it again this time, 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap again, this time a handoff and a fumble. Will it be recovered by the Brotherhood? And it will be. So some early troubles off the snap between the center and the QB forces a fumble recovery for New England. We saw that happen in the last game between Connecticut and Rhode Island on this third play, and now in the third play of this one in the first quarter, we see it again. So an early turnover through about a minute and a half of play forces the Brotherhood to take control now on their side of the field. Ball spotted in between the 44 and the 45-yard line. Two receivers lined up, two in the backfield behind the QB as well. First play for New England. Better be a penalty on that one. And looks to be on the defense. It'll be a false start penalty called against New England. And I'll bring them back about 5 yards, so we'll do it again on first down. So ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line after the false start penalty. So some early trouble from both offenses to start. Once again, the rush not getting anything forward for New England, and it'll be brought all the way back behind the midfield line. Some tough goes to start from both teams, but now the Brotherhood finds themselves in trouble. Some malfunctions on our end on the scoreboard. It's 0-0 so far. It's now once again, it'll be all the way on the 50-yard line, and a rush up the middle all the way down to the 45. He looked to be knee down on the turf, but we'll see what the call is here. We have a Cowboys player now limping off the field. And we'll see what the referees put the ball at. And a flag, and this time it looks to go against the defense. So we saw one. We saw a false start against New England. And now it looks like this one will go against the defense. So a big call moves the ball up a bit closer, now 3rd and 6. Now a rush up the left side. Tackled near that line of scrimmage area, so a gain of about nothing. So New England will elect to go for it on 4th down, and they do. A big rush up the middle. Good for a Brotherhood first down. A rush all the way inside the 30-yard line. And do we see a flag on the play that might bring this one back? So a penalty will be thrown. A flag will be thrown, excuse me, and it will bring back New England back to the 43-yard line. So 4th down, 4th and 9. And once again, this time it'll be a timeout for New England. I thought another flag was thrown, but nonetheless, whistle blown and timeout called. We'll take a short timeout as well. About 7:42 left to go in this first quarter. Scoreless through just over 4. Still 4th down for this New England squad. 4th and 9 at that. 3 receivers, 2 in the backfield. And now they'll elect to punt it, actually. And it'll be tipped off. It might have been off a Cowboy, and no, it won't be. It'll be picked up at about the 23-yard line. So Cowboys back in control on offense. They'll have about 7:30 left to play with in this first quarter of action. Some trouble offensively from both squads to start, but they're looking to turn it around on this possession. First play will be a rush in, brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Good read from the Brotherhood defense. And will now bring up 2nd and long. Another rush, this time up the right side, and a big blow once again behind the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back rushing plays and back-to-back losses. This time a throw up the middle, an incomplete pass. So a quick 3 and out for this Worcester squad. It'll bring up 4th and long, most likely going to punt it as well. Big punt, gets all the way down near the 40-yard line and brought down by the gunner right away. So ball will be spotted near that 35-yard line. Direct snap, they'll go with a rush up the right side and a big cut back to the middle. Big gain, good for our Brotherhood, first down. So they take it over after the punt, and the first play afterwards is a big gain on the rush. Another direct snap, another rush, couple of cutbacks, and this time will be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd down. A bad false start. It'll go, quite frankly, easily against this New England offensive line. It's a step too early. What was a 2nd and 9 will now be 2nd and 14. So a timeout will be taken by New England. We'll take one as well. So just under 4 minutes to play so far in this first quarter of action. No score from either team, and we'll be back for the rest of the coverage shortly. Coming up on that 3:30 mark now left in this first quarter, and once again the rush from New England stopped by this pressure and Cowboys defense behind the line of scrimmage. We'll see whether the Zebras spot the ball. So the ball will be spotted at between the 23 and 24-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 14. Just about 24 yards stands between New England and the end zone. And once again, another timeout, this time taken by the offense. We'll take one as well, and we'll be back shortly. Just a few minutes left in this first quarter of action. Now a rush up the left side, a keep by the QB, and it'll be brought down just a couple yards in. So a gain of about 3 or 4 yards on the rush. Maybe a flag on the play as well might bring New England back, and it will. So we've seen multiple times here today, not just in this game, but in the last few games as well, that you'll have a big 10 or 15-yard rush when you need it on 3rd or 4th down, and then a penalty will just crush your hopes and dreams and bring the ball all the way back. This time it'll come back to the 29-yard line. So now 3rd and long will lead the Brotherhood. Play action. Has a man over midfield and will be good enough, or just close good enough, for a New England first down. Might be a couple yards short. We'll see where they spot it. And yeah, so it'll be 4th and about 2 yards. New England most likely will go for it here on 4th down. And we see some movement out there. This time it might go against the offense, and it will. So the second false start penalty, this time it's against New England. And it'll be brought back once again, 5 yards. So 4th and 7 now here for the away team. We'll see if they have enough in them to convert on 4th down. Now under a minute left to play. Still scoreless through 11 minutes. Quarterback drops back, throws now, and it's just too high. Had a man out there in the end zone. Some frustration being shown by the other wide receiver out there as well. Nonetheless, it will not be converted on 4th down, and now a turnover on downs. Worcester will get back into the driver's seat. Snap to the QB, a handoff, now a rush up the left side. Good for a big gain and good for a Cowboys first down. Under 30 seconds now here to play. Cowboys not playing with the clock on their side, but nonetheless a good 12-yard rush will allow them a new fresh set of downs. So the clock will strike triple zeros, and that'll end the first quarter of action here in this 13U NEYT Football Championship. And we'll take a quick break and be back shortly for the second quarter. Second quarter of action underway. First play of the second quarter is a pass down the right side, spinning past the first tackle, cutting his way back to the outside, and a good big gain of 11 yards or so for another Cowboys first down. So back-to-back possessions to end the first quarter and start the second, and some good double-digit yard plays allows Worcester to move upfield once again. So even though it's scoreless through just over 12 minutes or so, Worcester dominating the offensive side so far. Handed off this time, and a big rush up the middle, and once again, another dominant rush propels Worcester forward another 14 yards. So 3 plays in a row with 10 yards or more And Worcester now once again one step closer to the first score of the day. Running back all the way down to the 46-yard line. Worcester now heading into scoring territory. They'll go with the handoff once again, just a yard or two gain on this one. It'll lead up 2nd down and 8. Under 10 minutes now left to play here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll go with the rush up the middle on 3rd down. Doesn't look like at first glance it'll be good for a first, but now they say it is. So the goal was to get down to the 36, and they're able to break the plane. Big touchdown for the Cowboys. Able to break the plane out of the end zone. And the first score of the day lies in the hands of the team out of Worcester. Cowboys now looking to go for 2. Here's the snap, here's the handoff, and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So unsuccessful 2-point try. The Brotherhood able to stop them on something, but nonetheless, Worcester gets out in front early, 6-0 here in early stages of this second quarter. Worcester with a big kickoff, taken about the 25-yard line and brought all the way back down near the 32. So a good tackle from Worcester after the score, and now able to get it done on the kickoff as well. Big rush up the middle for New England, getting past all the defenders at the 10, at the 5, and in the end zone for a New England touchdown. So the Cowboys picked their first one up on a big rush, and now the Brotherhood does it themselves as well. Tied it up at 6. Oh, just over 9 minutes left to go here in this first half of action. New England now with a chance to put themselves on top of the Cowboys. We'll see if they're able to convert on the 2-point try, and the whistle's blown. It'll be a timeout from Worcester. We'll take a timeout as well, and we'll see if the Cowboys can hold off the Brotherhood on the 2-point try. New England on the 2-point try, a rush up the left side. Can they push him in past the plane? It didn't look like he broke it at first glance, and they'll say they stopped him. So the Cowboys able to hold off the 2-point try from New England, and will stay tied up at 6 apiece. So neither team now able to convert on their 2-point conversion after their score in the end zone. Tied up at 6 apiece. New England now kicking off as we approach the 8-minute mark of this first half. Kick lands inside the 25. Now taken down the left side, cut back up the middle. Couple of spin moves, and will be tackled near the 37. So a fresh hit of downs, this time for Worcester. Now a rush up the left side after the handoff. They'll get a few yards ahead, but a helmet comes off. We'll see if that affects a penalty flag enforcement. So ball will be spotted inside the 41. And it'll be 2nd and about 7. They'll try it again, this time brought down behind the line of scrimmage from New England. Ball spotted a couple of feet back from the original placement at the 41. So we'll try it again on third down. High snap, quarterback forced to jump on it. An unfortunate turn of events for the Cowboys. And they'll go 3 and out most likely, forced to punt here on fourth down. 4th and 12, 4th and long now for Worcester. Ball will be brought back all the way to the 34-yard line. So a timeout will be taken by Worcester, and we'll take another one as well. And we'll see if Worcester can force these troubles to go away when we come back. So Worcester brought all the way back down to the 36-yard line, now forced to punt. A line drive kick, it'll bobble all the way down to the opposing 35, and the Brotherhood returner will be brought down inside the 40. So a good tackle out of Worcester, as we're still tied up at 6. So ball will be placed on the 40-yard line. New England will go with a handoff to start on this possession. Gain of about 2 yards or so up the left side. Second and 8 try, they'll look to pass, and it's caught up the middle. Able to get all the way down, past the 40, past the defenders, and able to truck his way in for another New England touchdown. Will look to be just a 20-yard gain, blossom to another Brotherhood score. Looking to rush up the middle for the two-point try, and we'll see whose line is stronger. And this time it'll be New England who comes out on top. So finally, the third two-point try of the day, the second one for New England, able to get it to go, and now they'll take a 14-6 lead, and we'll take a timeout here. Some good New England offense propels them to a score lead. And now they kick it off, lands inside the 25-yard line, and now a big run down the left field from the Cowboys returner, still on his feet, and finally brought out of bounds inside the 40. What a back-and-forth matchup we have here on Sports Nation, and now the Cowboys chucking their way down to put themselves near scoring zone. Under 5 now left to play. The Cowboys take over on offense, and now once again another rush up the middle, and we'll see how far they can push them ahead. Can they get a first down and more? Oh my goodness, what a push from the offensive line of Worcester, and all the way down near the 40-yard line. Some crazy play after crazy play in this one. And Worcester now trucking their way forward again. So the whistle will be blown. Another timeout call, this time on Worcester, and we'll take another timeout as well. We approach the 4-minute mark of this first half. And the Brotherhood still lead by 8, 14-6. But Worcester now climbing back in it. Will throw a pass up the middle and dropped. Had a man wide open. It was the tight end, number 87 in black. Wide open near the 30. Nonetheless, drops the football, and we'll try it again on second down. Once again, dropping back. Now a big pass down the right side, and he gets his hand on it, but nonetheless can't come up with the football. So 2 drop passes back-to-back. Unfortunate turn of events for the Cowboys, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They'll try a pass again. Once again, down the right side. And the tight end had a hand on it, but couldn't haul it in. So 3 pass plays, 3 drop passes. It'll bring up 4th and 10 now for the Cowboys. So Cowboys looking like they'll elect to go for it on 4th and 10. And they'll try the pass again. Stepping back. This time a short pass to the running back down the right side. Can he get the first down? It looks like he does. They'll say he's out of bounds at the 28. Will it be good for a first down? It looks like it will be. The chains are being moved, and the Cowboys live to see another day in the first half. So running back stepped out of bounds just a few inches ahead of the first down marker, and it puts the Cowboys in front of the first down. Ball will be marked at the 34-yard line. A handoff once again to the motion man down the right side. Breaking a tackle just a few yards away from the end zone, and he's pushed down near the 5. Some great rushing plays down the right side of the field for Worcester. And the rusher seems to be a bit upset. There might have been a flag on the play. So the penalty goes against the offense in the Worcester Cowboys, so that rush will be brought all the way back. We'll see where the ball will be spotted. Might stay at the 28-yard line. Play action. Quarterback dropping back, goes deep in the end zone for a Cowboys touchdown. Worcester able to get back on the board after dropping by a score. And now there's just a 2-point conversion away from tying it up at 14 apiece. So Cowboys will line up to go for the 2-point try. was unsuccessful on their first attempt. We'll see what they do here. They go with the rush up the left side. And did he break the plane? He does. So New England got the tackle, but not in time to stop the Cowboys running back from breaking the plane of the end zone. And we're all tied up at 14. So we'll take a quick break and be back for the final 3 minutes of this first half. Final 3 minutes or so of action. Cowboys will kick off, but before they do so, a whistle will be blown. We'll see what the call is. So the wind's starting to pick up. And once again, some trouble before the kick. Finally, the kickoff underway. Another Cowboy forced to hold it, and a big kick. It'll bounce all the way down, and it'll be back in the end zone for a touchback. Man, that kid's got a leg, huh? So New England back in control, looking to add back on the scoreboard once again, now playing with that lead after the last Cowboys touchdown, and now first rush up the middle will be brought all the way back behind the line of scrimmage. So no gain on that rush, now dropping back to pass. Here comes New England. Big pass down the left side, and it'll be over the head of the receiver. So we'll do it again on 3rd and 10. Once again, dropping back, pass over the middle is off the hands of the receiver, dangerously close to an interception, but nonetheless will drop and hit the turf and will bring up a 4th down. So 3 plays and out, and a punt now from New England. Cowboys punt returner back to receive it. He'll let it bounce. It'll bounce all the way down near the 37, and it'll be picked up at the 37. So we come up on 2 minutes remaining here in this first half of action. Still tied up at 14 apiece. Rush up the right side, and a big rush up the right side, all the way down, and still going. Didn't get his knee down, and he's all the way down near the 10-yard line. Well, looked to be an easy tackle near the 40, ended up being a 42-yard gain. First and goal now here for the Cowboys, looking to add to their lead before the half comes to a close. Now a rush up the left side this time, and a tackle near the line of scrimmage. So similar play, not the similar result. Another rush, this time up the middle, and once again, Worcester just keep getting brought back as we're now under a minute to play, and what was a first and goal is now 3rd and about 12. Coming up on 30 seconds left, dropping back to pass and throwing it on the turf. Whistles will be blown. New England was there to pick it up. We'll see what the call is here. Quarterback looked to throw it out of bounds, looked to be intentional grounding though. We'll see if that's the call they come up with. So we'll stay the Cowboys' possession, but now a 4th and everything. They will not elect to punt it, being About 24 seconds left on the clock. And now the whistle's blown, clock is started. One play to end the first half. Big step back. Now he throws, hit as he threw, and it's picked off. Picked off by the Brotherhood inside the 5-yard line, still trucking his way down, trucks a man, and now will finally be hauled down near the 20, and the first half buzzer will blow off. So triple zeros will strike the clock, and it's tied up at 14 as we head to the second half of action in the 13U NEYT Football Championship. Third quarter shortly underway as we're still at the Brown University Football Stadium, covering all 5 of the NEYT football championships here on Sports Nation. Game 4, second half of this 13U championship between the Worcester Cowboys and the New England Brotherhood. And a back and forth first half leads up a tie ball game as the ball runs into the end zone for a touchback. So New England will have the ball on offense to start the second half, and a rush up the left side will be brought way behind the line of scrimmage. So not the start that you wanted if you're New England. So they'll try it again, and another rush up the left side brought down this time on the line of scrimmage. Nonetheless, will be 3rd and long. So 3rd and about 14. We'll see what they do here. They go with another rush this time up the right side. And it'll be stuffed. Maybe a gain of about a yard or two. Well, nonetheless, we'll bring up 4th down. Punt nearly blocked, and it's returned and called a fair catch at the 45. High snap, received cleanly though by the QB, and now a big rush up the middle, all the way down, still going, and inside the 15. We saw a big rush from the Cowboys running back in the first half, and now on the first play of their second half offensive possession, it's a rush all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Running back goes in motion, a quick screen pass to him, able to break the first tackle. Maybe a yard or two gain as he's shoved out of bounds. And they got him. So the clap from the QB on third down forces an offsides on the defense. So it's moved up 5 yards, 3rd and 2 now, and a rush up the middle, breaking through multiple tackles and all the way in for another Worcester Cowboys touchdown. Man, that running back has some strength. We've seen him break some tackles all afternoon, and now finds the Cowboys their 3rd tutty of the day. This time for the two-point try, they'll go back to the same guy and into the end zone for the two-point try. So Worcester will extend their lead to 8, and we'll extend our broadcast to a timeout, and we'll be back shortly. So the wind playing a big effect on some of these kickoffs as the ball that's being propped up causing it to fall down. So we'll see if there needs to be a holder. Looks like there will be. So kickoff will drop inside the 20. A little bit of confusion from the kick returners. And now a big rush up the left side and brought down near the 30. Quarterback throw on the right side, able to cut through a couple of defenders, but nonetheless brought down at the 22-yard line. This time he'll drop back in a pass. Ooh, just a little high of the receiver. And it'll drop right in front of the secondary. So they'll try it again on 3rd and short. Once again, throwing in motion, and this one caught near the 35 and a couple yards more. Worcester not able to bring him down, but nonetheless, whistle will be blown and be called down as a first down. A whistle blown before the snap. We'll see what the call is made. Look to be a timeout, and this time it'll be taken by New England, so we'll take a timeout as well. We're near the 5:30 mark of this third quarter as Worcester leads by 8. And he's tackled outside near the 25-yard line. And he does it with just 2 seconds left on the clock. So now Worcester in scoring position before the end of this third quarter. Now a big cutback, able to make his way down, will look like could have been a score. Would be now a fumble. We can't tell who recovered. Seems to be Worcester at first look. Nonetheless, that ends the third quarter of action. So through 36, 12 left to go with the fourth quarter on the horizon. And we'll see who's able to pull out this victory as we're tied up at 22 apiece. Final quarter of this 13U championship matchup, and now Worcester trying to get back in the end zone, and they do. So the big return after the kickoff propels the Cowboys just 10 yards shy of the end zone, and they're able to break the plane for another touchdown. So they'll take a 6-point lead before the 2-point try. We'll see if they can add to it. Stepping back to throw for the two-point try, has a man with a defender on his back, and he reaches over the plane. Helmet comes off, flags comes flying. Nonetheless, Cowboys get in there for the two-point try. 30-22, Worcester back in front, and we still have a full fourth quarter ahead of action. Onside kick try, shoving into another New England Brotherhood player from the Cowboys, but nonetheless New England recovers. Rush on the first play, brought down over 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw now on second down, and will be brought down back at the original line of scrimmage, so now third and about 10. Looking to pass on second down, and a wild throw down the right side, broken up in the air, and will trickle up and out of bounds. Big rush now down the right side, cutting back up the middle of the field, storming past all the defenders, one on his tails, and able to get all the way down in the end zone for a New England Brotherhood touchdown. What a back and forth game this has been, and now the Brotherhood just a 2-point try away from tying it up at 30. And it'll be an offsides. A 2-point try away from New England, able to tie up at 30 apiece. Just under 9:30 now left to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll see if they're able to convert. They'll go with the handoff up the right side, and did he break the plane? No good. Worcester once again able to hold off New England, and they'll maintain a 2-point lead here in this fourth quarter of play. So they'll try it again on 3rd down. Third and 10, under 7 minutes to go now. They'll hand it off this time, and a rush up the left side, able to get past multiple defenders, trucking his way into the end zone for another Cowboys touchdown. Worcester now pouring it on as they lead by 8 with a 2-point try in sight, 36-28. So Worcester able to get back in front, 7:13 left to play here in the 4th quarter, and they now lead by 9. So a failed 2-point try from New England forces now 2 scores to come from them if they want any chance of getting back in this ballgame. And now a line drive kick bounced up and received at the 15. Getting hauled down and get brought down. Ball is fumbled. Down outside near the 35, recovered by New England. And he looked like he stayed in bounds. So We work under 7 minutes left to play now. New England now with a miracle they need. Whistle blown before the snap. It'll be a timeout called by Worcester, and we'll take a time on as well and be back for a fresh set of downs for New England. Back for the final 7 here in this 13U NEYT football championship matchup. Cowboys extend their lead back up to 9. The first snap is a rush down the right side, and it'll be a gain of about 2 before he's shoved out of bounds. Ball will be spotted at the 43-yard line, so it'll bring up 2nd and 7. So they'll do it again on 2nd down. This time, quarterback drops back, fires over the middle, and it can't be hauled in. Another drop pass for New England. This one bobbled off the hands and the helmet. And it will bring up 3rd and 7. So they'll do it again on 3rd down. A nice pass down the left side. Can he beat the defender for the first down? We'll see if he stepped out of bounds, and it's a 1st down. Chains will be moved ahead for the Brotherhood, and their hopes of getting back in this one stay alive. This time a rush up the middle. Stopped near the line of scrimmage, might be drawn back just about a yard. We'll see where the ball's spotted. Nonetheless, we'll bring up second down. So it's spotted at the 48. It'll be 2nd and 8. Drop it back now. Throw over the middle, and it's through the hands once again. Safety in the secondary, able to come by and break up another pass, and it'll bring up third down. Second and 13 after the penalty, and once again another drop pass, this time down the right side, and it'll bring up third and long. So they'll do it again from the same spot, this time on 3rd and 13. Pass down the right side, a defender to beat, gets past the first, can't get through the second, and brought down after a gain of about 2. So now under 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. 4th down, 11 to go to get a new set of downs. And we'll see what the play call is here from New England. Fourth and 11. 11 yards to go for a fresh set of downs. A pass down the right side, originally hauled in and broken up, but a flag is thrown. A lot of emotion being displayed from both sides. Excitement from New England and frustration from Worcester. It was a late penalty flag that might have a big effect on the outcome of this one. So flag goes against the secondary from Worcester. And it allows the change to be moved forward all the way inside the 35-yard line. So ball spotted at the 40. And now one step closer from New England, able to cut down this lead. Taking a few steps back and just another overthrown pass. The tail of the tape so far in this second half of action. Brings up second down. So they'll do it again from the 40, this time on second down, dropping back to pass over the middle, and it's hauled in. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. First and goal now here for New England. 9 yards away from a touchdown, and they'll need the 2-point try to make it a 1-point deficit. Once again, dropping back to pass, caught over the middle, and now this time brought down inside the 5. Quick snap, under 2 minutes to go now. Wild pass into the corner of the end zone. Got a hand on it, but nonetheless incomplete and out of bounds. Ball at the 4-yard line, just 4 yards away from the 4th touchdown of the day for New England, and a pass over the middle, almost intercepted. So it'll bring up 3rd and goal now here for the Brotherhood. And the man jumped on the right side. Offsides again against Worcester. The 3rd offsides penalty enforced on the Cowboys this afternoon. So ball will move 2 yards closer, and will be spotted inside the 2-yard line. Fourth and goal, but once again whistle blown just before the snap. And it'll be a timeout taken by New England, and we'll take one as well. 1:46 left to play. Cowboys lead by 9. Under 2 minutes now left to play. Just 2 yards standing between the Brotherhood and the end zone, and they're finally able to get in. Running back able to break the plane, and it'll cut the lead down to 3. A 100 seconds left on the clock, and New England obviously going for that 2-point try. Ball is snapped, and the rush up the middle is brought back. No good on the 2-point try, and Worcester now just 100 seconds away from claiming their 13U NEYT football championship. New England now with the kickoff, looking to get the ball back, and spun off the kick. Can't say I've ever seen that before. Looking to go for the onside kick, and now Worcester will recover it at the 40. Shotgun snap, brought back. Now trying to fight his way through the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of about a yard. Nonetheless, a timeout called by New England to stop the clock. .90 seconds standing between Worcester and the championship. Shotgun snap, handed off, and now a truck his way through for a first down and more. All the way down inside the 20-yard line, and that might do it. So clock will continue to run as we get close to under that minute mark, and will most likely run out and crown the Cowboys champions. One snap away. And it's official. Your Worcester Cowboys are the 13U NEYT football champions. That'll conclude the 4th of 5 games here on Sports Nation, with the 14U championship coming up in just a minute. The Worcester Vikings Elite look to take on the New England Brotherhood for the last matchup of this Sunday football NEYT football coverage.